I'm Sister Rosanne Oberleitner. I'm a sister of St. Joseph from Baden. One really important thing to us when we were growing up was having dinner together. We had dinner together every single night. My dad would get home at 3 o'clock, 5 o'clock. We all sat down to dinner and talked about the day. And so that was important, very important. We had a lot of fun together. You know, we enjoyed doing things together. And something that I really remember growing up as a kid was we loved music, and we always listened to that. You remember Lawrence Welk was on TV all the time? Well, my dad would put us on his feet and dance with us in the living room, and that's how we learned how to dance. My mother had all these things as a kid, and we would go, oh no, you know, oh no, here it comes again. And she would say, you know, tell me who your company is and I'll tell you what you are. Because she would be very particular about who we went with to do things with. And this one is seared into my mind. She always said, all that you send into the lives of others comes back into your own. And I remember that saying almost every day, you know, because she just said it so often. It was so important for us to know that it's important what you do to other people, because it's going to, eventually it'll come back to you. Yeah. Thank you for being so good to us, caring about us, doing everything you did for us. Thank you for showing us how to be generous. My mother taught CCD, second grade, First Communion class. My dad was president of the Holy Name Society. And so thank you for the faith that we had, because they were always around church doing something. You know, there was always carnivals, and they were working at the church, and that meant we were doing it too. So the other thing I'm really grateful for is that my parents were faithful to each other, and so we got to end up with the same parents that we started out with, and I'm so happy for that. I'll start with this one, because this is when I entered the Sisters of St. Joseph. And so you see my mother, my father, and my sister and brother. That's how old they were when I entered. They always came to visiting day. They were always around. And then this is when I lived at McClure. And we used to have, you know, parties and invite our families. That was very much a part of what we did at McClure all the time, everybody's family. And especially around holidays. So this was one time that my mom and dad were there. And somebody said, sit down with your parents, and I took this picture. And then this is the last picture I think we have of my mom and dad. It was their anniversary, and they got the picture taken. My dad is Otto, a good German name, Otto Oberleitner, and my mother is Eleanor. She was Eleanor Schenkel, and then she married Dad, and she was Eleanor Oberleitner.